Hey, thanks for watching the video on Quizlet. This is a tool that's been around for quite a few years, but recently I just dug into it a little bit farther and found some tools that I never knew existed. And so I'm just going to give you a brief tutorial of Quizlet, how it works and what's new. First thing when you log in, like I said in my blog, you might want to create your own classroom account. That way students don't have to use their own emails and logins every single time. You make a classroom account with a password, put that stuff on the board so students can always access that and they can get in. Now again, that's probably best for your elementary students who aren't going to hack your account. But once you have that set up on the left side over here, you can see that you have some activity, your classes you can join or create a class, your folders. I would stick to creating folders for your classroom. So kids will come over and make their own folder, and they can have flashcard sets within that folder. So if I click on Mr. Tyler, I'm going to see that I've created one set of flashcards, and there's 4 terms. At any time I can remove that, but it's nice that your students have their own folders, because as a classroom account, the teacher can go on at any time and look inside of everyone's folders and see what sets they have. So if they have to have spelling week 3 done, teachers can go in there and see on Friday if it's done, and sometimes they can see their activity on who has been studying. So let's make a folder. Just click on create a folder and give it a name, and it's going to bring me to this page, and I want to add a set. And it asks to add sets from things already in Quizlet, which if students know, like, hey, I have to add geometry terms for this week, so I'm going to click on that. Well, I guess they could cheat and they could add a geometry term that's already been created by somebody else. But if they're honest and they don't know about that, then you can go to create a new set. And they can give it a title here. So we'll just go geometry again. So over here we're going to give our terms, our definitions on the right side. So we'll just say a triangle. And now the problem that I had in my classroom a couple years ago is I actually had students look these up in the dictionary. It took forever. You know, you give a student 20 words to look up and it takes them 10 minutes to find the first definition. They're done. They're not going to continue. So with this, the point of this is, you know, understanding what triangle means. Then why have them spend 20 minutes for one word in the dictionary? Have them go over here, and when they click in this box, yes, it is English. If they click in this box and you have some tools here, I'm going to go to the A with a magnifying glass, which is going to take triangle and look that up in the definition, so I can choose through what definition I think triangle is. Now sometimes in your classrooms, teachers like to have exact definitions for triangle. In this case, they can choose if teachers have exact definitions and then have to type that there themselves. But I'm going to say it's a polygon with 3 sides because I want them to know that a triangle is a polygon. And then I'm going to use the image, and Quizlet is going to find images for me right there. And so a triangle, if I don't think any of those are a perfect triangle, then I'm going to go to this one. Let's just do that. And then I go to the next one. So let's go a square. Again, I'm going to hit the magnifying glass. And, you know, let's just say it's this regular polygon. And now I want to add an image to it. You know, it's got real world examples in there or actual shapes. So once you get 2 created, you can save your set. I'm going to hit create. And now you can share it with others. You can take that link and share it with a classmate or your parents or whatever you want to do, but you don't need to. When you create them, I'm going to go back to my original page. I'm going to go inside of test. I'm going to look at my geometry terms, and there are my words again. Now this is a really important part because this is where they study. You've got these 6 options at the top. You can just go through flashcards and just click on it. So you can change your options on the left side. You can do a learn or a speller or a test. A test is pretty neat because you can choose if you want multiple choice or whatnot, and so it makes a random test for you with those vocab definitions and pictures, and students can take that test and check their answers. One of my favorites is this scatter though. because this is a racing clock for students in your entire classroom. You know, I had students that started off on this and it would take them 50 seconds to match it, and they just compete with each other. And by the time they're done, they got down to 13 seconds for this whole list of words. And that is amazing difference from 50 seconds to 13. So you can say, you know, just match them up like that. You got your 17.9 seconds. And notice when you go back to your page right here, you're going to see that my best time on that one was 17.9. And so you always know what that time is under your folder and your set of flashcards. Again, this is an awesome tool for having students study vocab words, their definitions, and even spelling, because it's got spelling things in there as well. So use those tools. Also, you can see this picture on the left side of a phone. There are apps on most all devices, and sometimes on the iPad or the Android device, the matching game is actually tiles on a screen that they click on instead of dragging like we just played. And sometimes when you have pictures in there, it's got pictures and matching the words. And so it's got awesome tools on all devices. So check out Quizlet today. You're going to love it.